Right, hi folks, I'm just going to do a really quick video hopefully here on my recommendations for kind of maintaining and hopefully limiting kind of weight gain and fat gain during the Christmas period, ensuring things don't really go off the rails. These are just going to be some quick tips that I've kind of just come up quickly. Really, this is for my clients as I wanted to just give some recommendations up and coming for this period, but it's also going to be for the Facebook page, as you'll see, as I imagine most of you will see this through that. The first thing we're going to run through is to actually set reasonable expectations for this time period. So all I mean by this is that it's probably not the right time period of the year to think about setting yourself a goal of losing weight or something like that, or to try to get to the gym during 7 days over the 14-day period or something like that. Everybody knows how busy they are during this time period. We've all got family to see, we've got meals to go to, we've got alcohol to drink. Setting yourself reasonable goals during this time period is one of the best things that you can do. I know myself, I tend to use this time period as a bit of time off from the gym and from work in general, because it's usually a little bit quieter with things because of the way my job works. Number 2, this one is a nice simple one as well. So we're just going to, or the one that I'm going to say for this one is just going to be to eat less on the days that you know you're going to have like a big meal. So I know, for example, on Christmas Day and New Year's Day, I have 2 extremely big meals that will be cooked by family members that are going to be incredibly calorific, and there's going to be loads of food available. So during the, or kind of pre that, because it'll probably be about 4 or 5 o'clock, I'll tend to have those meals. I'll not eat much. I'll not have a big breakfast, and I won't have much of a lunch either, because I know how much food I'm going to consume later on. If I do have to have something, I'll probably just make it mainly protein and vegetables, because they're pretty low in calories and they are satiating. Number 3, be mindful. Now, mindful is a word that's been thrown around quite a lot recently, and I don't really think many people actually understand it, but it's quite simple really. It's just being aware of, in the context of this, how much you're actually eating. So all I mean by this is that it's quite common for people to kind of think, especially when they're in social situations, to just have mindless eating, where you're basically just eating for the sake of eating. Now, if you can pay a little bit more attention on most of these days to how much you're actually consuming, and if you are actually hungry, then it should mean you'll most likely eat less and only eat when you're actually feeling hungry. I'm also going to give a quick plug to Shredded by Science here. Greg, one of the coaches, wrote a really good post on kind of beating the Christmas bulge, I think it was called. That's on the .com Shredded by Science website, so if you nip onto the blog there, you can see that. That's a good post, it's got some information on it. So I'll not go too much into that, but really it's just about being aware of how much you're actually eating and if you are actually hungry. The last thing, probably the most enjoyable one for most people, is to actually say just enjoy it, everyone. This is a holiday time period for a reason. It's not the time to be stressing about how many calories you're eating or fitting in loads of workouts, things like that. It's to actually enjoy it. So from myself, have a very Merry Christmas and an enjoyable New Year. I'm hoping to get a few more videos done into the new year on what to kind of do with your resolutions, if you're going to set yourself some, and actually how to get started into the gym if that's a goal that you're going to plan yourself as well. Thank you for listening, and have a lovely Christmas and New Year.